Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the finale of season 3 of Legacies. Last episode was so good. I liked the Star Wars vibe. It was called A New Hope as well. We seen in this realm, so to speak, Hope was a vampire tribid, whatever you'd want to call it. Her face transitioned, her eyes changed. It was sick, and it made me so excited for the potential of season 4 that we will get the tribrid finally. 4 seasons in, we're going to pull that trigger, we're going to get it. It's going to be sick, so I cannot wait. I actually really enjoyed the show. I think that each season is consistently getting better, and I'm liking the characters that we've been bringing in. I do like how we brought Cleo into the cast as well, and we brought Ethan in a little bit. I think it's really good, and Finch as well. That's 3 characters that we have given more time to, and it just excites me. I do love new stuff and keeping it fresh and up to date, and I'm loving the characters as well. And hopefully Hope's going to feel like a new character when she does finally hit that tribid side, and we get all of this madness side that we haven't seen before. So it's going to be sick. Now obviously the video is recorded prior to this introduction, because we do release them early on the Patreon, so you can go over there and check them out if you're interested. We've done Squid Games, we've done season 1 of You, season 1 of Peaky Blinders, and we are doing season 1 of Teen Wolf right now, and hopefully we're going to do season 2 of The Witcher soon. So there's so much content that's on there that I have to wait to get on the YouTube because I don't have time to edit yet. So if you're interested, fire over. Today we're going to be revealing our most liked and disliked characters before we start the finale, so please stick around, and so you can see your results and mine as well, which is really interesting. And before we get to season 4 episode 1 tomorrow night, we will have a bonus video in tomorrow day, which is going to be me playing along with the Legacies cast, trying to answer some Vampire Diaries trivia. I thought it would be a good idea. It was fun doing it on the Patreon. It didn't get copyrighted when I put it on the YouTube, so absolutely a big thumbs up from me. What an absolute bonus. Hopefully guys enjoy that. If you're interested in, seeing your knowledge on any of the Vampire Diaries / originals, stick around, click on it, give it a chance. It's really fun and exciting. And if not, no drama. Episode 1 of season 4 will be at the night time. So thanks so much, everyone. Let's dive over and see your most liked and disliked characters of season 3 of Legacies. So here we are on our most disliked characters, and honestly, again, it's the same as last season for me. I really don't know who to pick. I feel like we shouldn't really have a disliked characters, but you have to, because you just have to. It's not fair doing a liked if you don't do a disliked. But then when you come to something like this, when these people not been that bad, it's like, you're just picking somebody because they're just at the bottom of the list that you least enjoyed. Do you know what I mean? It's not that you physically disliked them. So I am going to pick I'm going to pick Alyssa. And the only reason why I'm picking Alyssa is I don't know if I picked her last season as well. I can't remember who I picked. But her doing what she done to MG set MG off onto a spiral, which made him leave the school, which made him lose friends with Caleb, and then obviously he kind of lost distance with Lizzie, and obviously he gained a friendship with Ethan, but it was her disrespect to him that set everything out in motion, as well as obviously she was in the necromancer and stuff like that, and she's playing along, and I just feel like her actions done a ripple effect and made other people lose connections. And because I really enjoyed MG and Caleb, and I really love MG and Lizzie, and I want them to be together, and her coming in the way, and she messed it all up, and she was just like a catalyst for all little things happening. And like I said, to me it is a tough one. It feels like a cop-out, but again, I actually really like everybody. Even Jed, I don't even mind Jed. Do you know what I'm saying? Wade's good, MG's good, Ethan, he hasn't had a bad season. Necromancer always made me laugh. Cleo, she had a great story. She was introduced. Finch as well. Why I can't really dislike her. She's having a relationship with Josie, and I can't wait to see how that progresses. Again, Lizzie, fantastic. Landon, not had a bad season. Hope, another solid one, and Raphael, he's sadly not in it. I thought that he was going to be, but he wasn't. So out of process of elimination, I'm going to have to pick her. And there is the results for this season. So interestingly, we have Alyssa 11, Alaric 8, and Josie 7, tied with the Necromancer. So it kind of goes to the Patreon. Obviously, not a lot of people voted at the time there, but they did have it as Alyssa was number 1 and Jose was second. And I think Rick was in the 3rd place. So it stayed kind of like that. It's just changed a little bit. You can see, obviously, my vote is cast right there on Alyssa, which means 10 other people did vote for her. Now, it's really interesting. Again, if you look at the mix, I always enjoy clicking on it, whether it's just 1 vote for a character or 2 votes. It shows that somebody has been affected by that character. It's left a little imprint on them, whether you like it or you dislike it. That's good. That just shows that not everybody's focused on one character, that there's a big wide spread of people that has been, you know, like shown to us, so we can all get invested in different people. So to me, it's really exciting. I love the close mix. Again, look at that. MG, he's getting close to the necromancer dislike status. So I mean, really interesting. Hope, you know, has been cast 1. Lizzie Finch, again, really good. Now, obviously, we've got a few people down here that didn't get anybody. I'm surprised Cleo maybe didn't get a vote, to be honest, because she did try to kill Hope a couple of times, but we can all understand where she was coming from when we got the flashbacks of her past, when we got that Malivore, you know, was using her to obviously try and come to the present and destroy everyone and consume humans, monsters and whatnot, and took her from her family. You could kind of understand her story completely. So really interesting. Hopefully she stays in the season. I really like her. I want to see her progress with Caleb as well, who's got 5 dislikes. And I think, again, there's good possibilities with storylines for people to be invested in. So I can't wait for that one. But now we're going to jump over and see our most liked character, which will be definitely really exciting. And obviously I can't wait to see who you guys voted for and obviously reveal my results as well. Now this one, people have had good seasons. I've actually really enjoyed a few people. So I think Hope's had a great season. She has had a good one. I think Hope has been a nice, solid, consistent character going through it. Very much enjoyed it. Landon as well. He's had an alright season. You know, he's been up and down, in my opinion, but he's not had a bad season. Lisa, great. She is contender for my favourite. Again, Joseph, she is, again, contender for my favourite. And to be honest, it's out of those 2, the twins. And I think if you go back to season 2, it might have been out of the 2 twins again. Now, obviously, Landon took it in season 1, only because I really enjoyed the story of how Malivore was being portrayed to us, and he was part of it. Not, well, obviously, by on purpose, but everything kind of like was focused on his family and around him, and I really enjoyed everything that happened with him and Hope. But then last season, Jose excelled and Lizzie was really good as well. But I feel like the dark magic and Josie's acting was really good because the character changed. And then again, this season, she's been really good. And Lizzie has been so consistent as well. Now, to be honest, I'm going to pick, that's right, my 3rd different favourite character. And it is Lizzie. I actually really love the twins and Hope. I'm hoping Hope takes season 4 because she is slowly progressing up in my likings. Like if I had the power rankings, she's getting right to the top, and I feel like if this tribrid happens, she'll excel forward. So much excited. I've got to give an honourable mention to Alaric. You know, I actually really do like him. He's a fantastic character, Alaric. I really do love you, son. But Lizzie's taking it this season. Good effort from the girls, actually. They're my top 3 if I was going to pick them. And boom, there you have it, everybody. This is the results for our most liked characters from season 3. And funnily enough, it is the exact order that the Patreon. Hope, Landon, Lizzie. Right there, just like that. Look at Hope and Landon. They've run away with it. Let's be honest, they have ran away with it. Now, Hope is on 16 and Landon's on 14. It's really good to see. They had a good season. You know, Landon was interesting. He was kind of like a good guy, bad guy. When he come back, Hope was like, what do you mean you've been back for ages and you've not come and said out what you're doing? He's like, well, look, mate, it's kind of like the same situation when you returned to the school. You see me with Jose, you didn't want to come in, you didn't want to ruin it. I looked happy. That is exactly how I seen your situation. I come back, he was with another version of me. You thought it was me. You were so happy. Why would I want to come in and destroy it? I had to stand back, make sure that no other monsters had come through the portal the way I did. And obviously, I wanted to protect you in the school. Then they ended up breaking up, didn't they? Which was really sad. Hope was crying. She's, like I just mentioned when I was casting my vote, Hope is going up in my power rankings. I feel like she is right on the top, and soon she's just going to be way above everybody else as soon as this side gets triggered. So this is why season 4 for me is going to be amazing, because I feel like we have to pull the trigger because COVID hit, didn't it? And maybe the show was up in the air. Are we going to continue it? Are we going to not? What's going to happen? And now they're just like, F this. Do you know what I mean? We need to pull it right now. This is what we've all been waiting for. Let's just give him everything all at once. Bang, 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 fire it. Best season we can make. That's what I'm expecting. So really exciting. Fantastic votes. 49 people on this one. 51 actually voted for the dislikes, which is interesting. More people voted for the dislike than liked. Wade, love it, mate. Fairer, big man. MG. You know, I think MG is a really good character. He's really underrated. I feel like he is kind of like the Vincent of this, where he's such a good, consistent character, but he would never make the most likes because everybody else always excels and wants someone has a standout season. And I feel like unless he gets given a sole storyline for himself to like exceed, he's always just going to be like an honourable mention. But it was really good. I also liked the musical episode. I thought that was one of the best in my opinion of this season. Thought the original songs were sick. The cast looked amazing. Jose looked so much like Elena. It was madness, mate. Nina Dobrev would have been proud, and I was proud of the episode. It was so good. But that is going to wrap up the introduction for the season finale. Thanks so much for everybody engaging in the votes. Obviously, if you've been following these seasons, we've had the votes in the description since episode 1 going forward. Now we are pretty much still doing season 4, aren't they? They're still releasing it, which means I have no idea about what characters are going to be in and what are going to be out. So it's going to be pretty much, I think when we get up to date on YouTube, we're all going to be on the same slate, and we're going to be uploading a program for the first time ever on my channel that is going to be live. You watch it one day, I post it the next, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Honestly, so good. So that has definitely excited me. It's the first time ever that's going to be on my channel, and it's going to be really fascinating. So thanks so much, everybody. Let's jump into the finale. Obviously, like I said before, season 4 tomorrow, there's going to be a bonus video of we're playing trivia. Hopefully, guys enjoy it with the originals of Vampire Diaries, the Legacies cast, and yeah, so much content on the Patreon, on YouTube. I would like to thank every single person supporting the channel, and let's jump into the final episode of season 3.
Freeze! I'm not the one you need to worry about.
Bye.
Hey, yes, Cleo.
Thanks. It still kind of blows my mind that you knew Leonardo da Vinci.
When we met, he was not a legend, merely a starving artist. New shepherds are never acknowledged for their achievement.
That is true, isn't it?
Case in point.
2 intruders in the Da Vinci exhibit.
Landon! Such violence is not
I love it, mate. Love dark people.
You totally missed me.
I'm not going to dignify that with an answer.
Long story short, someone chopped off my head, woke up in the blackness, and an industrious triad witch brought me back to the here and now. So you're still sending monsters? I have a plan.
What kind of plan?
Not interested. Completely forgotten that Clark once faked being Vardamus, turned Josie evil, and then tried to hijack your body.
But I forgot I'd done all them things. You always forget.
Cleo made it pretty clear when she left the school she wasn't interested in being found.
Stuff I gotta get off my chest that I didn't get a chance to before Cleo took off.
We were hoping that you'd want to help us find her, so we didn't just find a witch to do the spell behind your back.
Well, I do appreciate you coming to me. When the guards on duty attempted to subdue them, one spontaneously fell asleep.
Why would Cleo rob a museum? And wouldn't she team up with Landon?
I don't know.
Permission granted for our first official superhero mission.
Cover up their tracks.
And it may they kind of saving a day, aren't they? Like being superheroes.
Seeing Clark must be traumatizing for you after everything that happened.
I'm starting to think that traumatized is my permanent resting state.
You said we'd find another way, but what if this is it?
Then we can figure it out at the school.
I mean, she better not rob the car. Yes. Why is it so obvious? Right, am I the only one that like? Am I under Clark's spell? Like, because I actually do trust him, even though Lizzie did point out like loads of stuff before that he's done, which I admittedly said, yeah, well, I did forget that he's done all those stuff. But I actually do trust what he says. Like, I feel like all he ever wanted to do is take his dad out. Yeah. I don't feel like he's on Team Hope or Team Lizzie or the school or anything. I just feel like he's on Team Clark. And I want to defeat Malivore. And obviously, he will just jump on anybody's side that would actually, you know, get it. If someone else comes on with a better plan, boom, he's literally like leaving you for them. But I do trust him. And that's, like, it's mad to say, actually, but I'm probably one of the only people that does.
This is our mission. We're supposed to be in this together.
Yes, we are, but after last night, I've realized you're not the same Landon Kirby I saw in Hope's Heart. Spent centuries running from Malivore. That is why I agreed to this partnership.
I want Malivore gone as much as you do. But for this to work, you're gonna have to learn to trust me.
You have 30 seconds to convince me.
Portals are Malivore mod. You know what else is making that stuff? Me. One locator spell and we both can finally be free.
Son of a bitch!
Hey, he's got his hair slicked back.
This is our first case, so please, just help us crack it.
I'll never forget their faces.
Well, sir, you're about to. Now all we gotta do is figure out where Cleo and Landon will hold up.
As a general rule, I like to practice magic without any prying eyes around. Me talk for people. Clark, don't you ever learn your lesson?
Changed. I'm not the monster you think I am.
That's like, I love that spell. He sells it so well. Oh, he's not Malivore mod anymore, mate.
You made that from Malibu?
I did. It is quite malleable. Much like clay, this will trap Malivore in the prison world long enough to find a way to eliminate him. The mud is not moving. Means the spell has failed for some reason.
Nobody at school is answering the phone.
I'm guessing it has to do with Malivore's other son, as usual.
Landon makes Hope happy, though admittedly their breakup probably wasn't the best for her mental state.
And, as her two best friends in the entire world, it's practically our sacred duty to help her find someone new who won't dissolve into a puddle of goo when they have sex.
I am more concerned about Hope's actual life than her romantic one.
Saltzman twins.
Ah,
Do you need a lift?
Target acquired.
You know, I know what it's like to feel trapped. That no matter what you do, you can't break free. I never knew how I was gonna get out, or if or when Malivore might show up and devour me all over again. But I can promise that anyone that wants to get to you is gonna have to go through me.
But more importantly, I believe I must trust you.
He looks sketchy. Do you not think? Like, I'm not saying you are Landon, but you've been way sketchy. Do you not think since he's returned? I have no idea if he's good or bad, or if he's working for Malivore, or if he's not. And that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but he just gives me these weird vibes, like proper weird vibes. And like, I don't even know. She scrunched that paper up that didn't work, yeah, the Malibu. First of all, that's a sick name. Let's be honest, got to give credit to that name, Malibu. She just scrunched it up and threw it, and then he was looking at it like he was getting ideas. Now, what is his ideas? You know what I'm saying? But also, Dave was kind of giving me a little bit of vibes as well there. Imagine if he rebounded with Cleo and Caleb come as well and seeing him. That would be absolutely crazy, do you know what I mean? But the possibilities of what can go on is going to be really exciting. You know, imagine if Ethan gets with Hope a little bit. What's going on with him, mate? He's human now. He's back, so he can't really do a locator spell with his blood to find the Malivore thing. So, like, what was he stalling for? Who was he stalling for? Do you know what I mean? I'm going to find out.
So you're human now?
Thank you for acknowledging the gravity.
Explain yourself.
Learned of an artifact that was capable of granting my heart's desire.
Made by Leonardo da Vinci, which had a muse locked inside of it.
You opened it? I guess that explains how sleeping with that artifact under my proverbial pillow inspired me to use a witch to bring me back to life. I'm not trying to trick you, because once Malivore finds out I'm free, he's going to want to kill me.
Landon's not a Phoenix anymore. And he's not my boyfriend either, so.
I always thought you two were destined to be together.
I guess blood is thicker than mud.
Shut up. Get in the car.
Hey, that sounds sick.
The minute that we close that portal is the same minute that we never have to see each other again, so I suggest you buckle your human ass up.
Well, hey, if a mudman like me can beat its fate, maybe you crazy kids can too. Hey, we're close. And take the next exit.
Lead on their location, the Morningbird Motel.
We're headed there now. I'll meet you there. Nice work.
You might want to practice what you're gonna say.
I'm sorry, not taking a word when I should have. I'm damn sorry for not telling her how I felt. And ain't no one ever inspired me to want, open my heart. She gonna feel that, or am I gonna crash and burn?
That was good, man.
Down there could be hurt. We gotta do something. What about Landon and Cleo? This is hero time.
Hope Michelson is my own personal hero.
So you've been saying the whole ride here? I had no idea this place was so fancy.
Why don't I give you a tour? Keep talking.
That sounds like a really bad idea, Lizzie.
Sound good?
Great.
I'm in.
When did you get back?
Just now. It's been, a day.
Simply focus your thoughts, and true inspiration will come.
I'm not feeling anything.
It will come. Just look into my eyes and open up your mind to me.
The world is a pebble in a vast, infinite ocean of light.
Landon, I love you.
What are you doing here?
The better question is, what were you two doing?
Have we met before? Fully getting a vibe.
Who is this tall, strange man?
Someone I cannot believe Hope actually agreed to work with.
You were also searching for the Potter.
In Landon's eyes. How'd that go?
Maybe hide anything magical before Ethan sees something he shouldn't.
So what if he does? Can't you have a vampire wipe his mind?
Been there, done that. I already feel guilty enough.
Oh, she broke his arm, didn't she?
In Vizique.
You were dropping dimes at last year's flag football game.
It's a pretty big compliment coming from you.
This school must have a field. Do you want to go toss the ball around?
Mate, it's interesting with that one because he's reading that. His vibes are that she is stalling around him, talking about Hope because she wants to spend time around him because she likes him. And he's reading it. He's thinking, Lizzie's decent as well. How can I prolong the conversation? You know, should we go outside? Karen talking about Hope and throw some ball. You know what I mean? He was complimenting her arm, a cannon, you know, because he plays football. She snapped his arm, his sister, you know, when she done the spell in the last game. So it's really actually very interesting, you know, because I'm a big fan of MG. I feel like MG was getting inspired by Caleb when he was in the car saying that what he wishes he would have told Cleo before it was too late, and MG's getting it. And if he's not feeling it, then you should be, because I was feeling it. I felt like he was talking directly into your soul. You need to come back and tell this is how you feel as well. But it's going to come back and it's going to see he's having a good time. And it's going to be like, oh, God's sake.
Stop going through my stuff.
Tell me what you and What's-Her-Face were doing when we showed up.
You might be human, but you'll always be a monster.
You've changed so much, because the Landon I knew would have never left Hope. It's our chance to stick it to the old man and be what he never wanted us to be.
Dad must have really done a number on you in the darkness this time around.
There you go, man. Is he Malivore?
We're supposed to be talking about Hope. I know we've covered a lot of ground, but do you have any questions?
Do you always spend this much time worrying about other people's romantic lives?
Not until very recently. I had school and we've had this whole will they, won't they thing ever. Long story short, still single. I don't need your sympathy. Hope does, however. She's fiery, you know?
We should probably head back before you fumble again.
The guy's being smooth, man.
Hope, wait, let me explain.
Well, you tried to kill me, and now you're shacking up with my ex-boyfriends.
More than anyone, you understand as I do what it means to bear the burden of a destiny you cannot escape. As for Landon, all he and I have ever shared is our mission.
You should know I still love him, but I want him to be happy, even if it's not with me.
I really hope you and I will become friends again.
He got no reason not to. She's not done anything really that bad, has she? I don't think, anyway.
Clark?
Landon, man, what's he doing? Like, is it Landon? I said that.
My blood can save you.
Oh, oh yeah, it can't.
Cynthia.
Smart. That's really smart.
You still got it.
Thanks.
Listen, Lizzie, I think you're an amazing wing woman, but I'm kind of into someone else.
Whoever she is, she does not hold a candle to Hope Michelson.
He's playing it
Steph's
smooth.
is suddenly a problem for you. We have to go now.
What idea did I inspire you?
Did you just get in the car? I'll explain on the way.
Until you tell me your intentions, I am not going anywhere with you.
Really hoping it wouldn't come to this.
See, right? Come to what? What's he gonna do? Not seen him do anything. Like, she could have just done like whatever Hope does, and then he just falls on the floor. They do it all the time. She'd done it at the start of the episode when he went to steal that object. Guy come running in, done whatever spell she done. Guy kicked on the floor. Hope does it all the time as well. So if he was coming after me, I'd just go, boom, get on the floor, mate, and drag him in the room. But again, I feel like Malivore's inside of him. I actually do. I think hopefully I said it earlier on in the episode. I definitely said I don't know if he's a good or a bad guy, though. I actually definitely did say, I know I said that bit. And I say he's proper sketchy, and I have got 100% justification for it. And the boys have been here as well. Did they save him? Are they still there? What's going on?
Man, first of all, these are dope. The second, everybody's safe. Hold up, weren't you supposed to talk to somebody? Not that I can recall.
She's been consumed by Malivore. Mad. Mad, mate. Mad. Man, I'm clocking on. I followed you for 3 seasons. I know what's going on. She's gone into the pit. Everybody's forgot who Cleo is. If that's not the case, then I've took the L, but I'm not. I'm taking a big fat dub for realising it that fast.
Landon? You alright?
There we go.
Dr. Saltzman, what are you doing to him?
That is not Landon, Hope.
Where's Cleo?
He's just there. Yes, mate. I clocked onto it rapid. I'm loving about that one. I love it. I'm sure I said it was Malivore early on in the episode.
How are you feeling?
Sure. God, what does this make us friends?
Frenemies.
They definitely are friends.
FYI, it wasn't your ex who gave me what I'm hoping will be a sexy scar.
Let him convince me that it was his struggle to survive in the prison world that changed him.
Maybe you were right. There's no fighting it.
Against all odds, you escaped the darkness. More importantly, you did it yourself. It's exactly what I'm gonna have to do when it's time to face mine.
Get why you feel like being the tribird is your own burden to bear. Lose sight of what's in your corner.
Hey, I said it again, mate. I said I might have to believe him that he was telling the truth, and he's been telling the truth the whole episode. I love it.
I'm looking everywhere for you.
Figured I'd make myself scarce to avoid another close encounter of the non-supernatural.
As a werewolf whose family never told her she was one.
Let's not make a habit of keeping secrets.
Whatever the deal was with Broey McBrowerson back there.
We did black magic. I completely ruined Ethan's football career. We have hurt Ethan in so many ways he doesn't even know.
Dwelling on the past and assuming the worst. Just maybe. Things will be different this time.
She's come out. I've got a date on Friday.
With my plan, epic fail. Ethan asked me out, and I'm pretty sure I said yes.
We were pretty dang super today.
True words, my dude.
Oh, we've lost another student today.
Who was it?
You no longer remember. But right now, this person meant a lot to you, Caleb. Remembering her is gonna hurt.
I mean, if she was important, of course I want to remember her.
That's how you answer it, mate. That is how you answer it.
That might...
Did it work?
What's happened?
I remember Cleo now. Why did you ditch us?
Did our saving the galaxy together mean nothing to you?
I promise. I won't do it again.
Pinky promise.
And a promise.
Well, you're just lucky that we had a good day while you were gone.
Where'd it going? Oh, she's in Malivore now. Back where she was at the start. Not do magic inside, I'm assuming no. I'll cast a light. Landon's led to the ice cream shop, didn't it? Landon's got potential next season. I feel like he's got really high potential if he's going to play like the badder.
Well, this looks like a party.
We want our friends back.
Fate's a bitch, isn't it?
Mate, I tell you what, right? The music was good, mate. They built it all. They're dead intense, mate. It feels like, do you ever watch UFC or like, I don't know, wrestling or something? Before they start, they show a compilation of like everybody hyping each other up and like they big the rivalry up and they get the music on in the background and you're like, whoa, pumped for it. That's what I'm like. I was pumped for that then. It's like, I could tell he was the badder, chained up, ready to try and break free. And then they was coming in, all in a group, like you versus us, let's go. And I just want him to just smash that cage to go out and everyone attack each other. It's not going to happen. But that's the mood he got me in right now. Just want everyone to start fighting, scrapping, killing, madness. But I do feel like Landon has got massive potential next season. Because we've been told that this is not Landon Kirby, it's Malivore. So he could be the biggest dick in the world. And we're okay with it. Well, I'm okay with it because no, it's not physically him. It's just a body that is housed as a vessel. So it wouldn't be Landon. It would just be a figure of Landon, but Malivore. So I'm so excited because we can make him a proper ass. Like, we can make the Landon character, we can make us all hate him so much, but it's Malivore. So then the actual Landon can come back and we have no problem with him. But at least it's somebody that we see in the show for 3 seasons and we can see a different level to their acting. That's what I like anyway. Do you know what I mean? When someone changes and then you see their acting and you're like, that is some good acting, mate. You have took that little bit of opportunity and you've ran with it, mate, and smashed it out of the park. And I can't wait, man. I'm really excited. I mean, they're reluctant to give Hope the transition into the tribid. They actually really, really are. Do you know what I mean? Okay, and that is going to wrap up season 3 of Legacies. So, it did kind of feel like a season finale ending just right at the very end, but not a type of season finale that we are used to. And no wonder season 4 has started off with a bang, because I feel like season 4 would be the ending that we would have got to this exciting build-up anticipation in this episode, because the ending scene was very good. You know, Landon was definitely being portrayed as a badder, well, Malivore, but the Landon figure, it was chained up, he was in a cell, music was boom, 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 it was beating, they come in like a proper squad up, all stood there staring at him, felt like it was going to pop off, and then episode off, mate. So I feel like, I mean, they've done well with the resources that they had to conclude the season there before, obviously, all this tragedy struck. But then, boom, mate. I feel like it's going to absolutely smash and pop off in season 4. I feel like there's endless possibilities of what we can go down. I don't know if we're going to conclude the Malivore story in season 4, but also know is that in the originals, we had a new story every single season with a new villain. When you thought you didn't know what was going to come next, boom, they got something decent in. So I know this one's lasted for 4 seasons. Well, it's going to be approaching its 4th season. And with it being so engaging still and so relevant, you've got to say well done to the show for keeping one main story being continuous over possibly 4 seasons and keeping everybody still engaged. You know, that is a big shout out to the show writers, and you've got to give credit where credit is due. But my take now is season 4 would hope to transition into being a tribrid, Malivore to be defeated, that storyline concluded. We're going to season 5 like everybody all happy, maybe get 3 episodes in, no monsters, everybody thinks it's going great, and then boom, mate, a new baddie comes, whether that's from supernatural present day, who knows, but causes absolute chaos, and that will really excite me. And maybe someone tries to overthrow the school, do you know what I mean? Maybe another school. How sick would it be, yeah, if they, I wonder if they could get the rights, but I would love it if they could do a Goblet of Fire style, mate. Imagine if they could get other schools, because it's references of other schools, yeah. Penelope went to another school, yeah, and a girl come and joined the school from one of those schools who met Penelope, who we haven't seen ever since she joined up and signed as a number. But how unreal would it be to have a full season? You could do a full season of Goblet of Fire. You could have the Salvatore school, Penelope's school, and another witch school come in, and every single, you wouldn't even have to have monsters, mate. You would have competing athletes, tribrids, hybrids, mental, wolves versus wolves, alphas, witches, all competing to who is the superior species, mate. Who is the best school. It would be so good. You need to get that written. I would absolutely love it, mate. It would be sick. Now, saying that, I actually like the Goblet of Fire. The book was great. The film was great. You know, Harry wasn't supposed to be in it, but someone put his name in, popped out. He was part of it, chosen. Sick, mate. When they get in the maze, he was running around. Loved it. That would be so good. Get them in. Get a new storyline going after Hope has transitioned into the Tribid, after she's dominated Malivore. I want her to absolutely rip him apart. I want Cleo to escape from Malivore first, because she's been good this season. What a good introduction of a character she's been. She got dropped in towards the back end, maybe episode 8 or something, and then she's absolutely been a focal point of the season. Very involved. Lots of stuff that's happened has been from her magic, and it's been absolutely really good. I mean, I want her to be in the season 100%, and I think next season, like I said, there's endless possibilities, and there's so many storylines that we can go down. We've got the Cleo and the Malivore, Cleo and Caleb, possibly got Lizzie and Ethan, which I never knew or thought was going to happen. Lizzie and MG, which I definitely want to happen. You know, we've got the original Landon, where the hell is he, and Hope when he comes back, and hopefully she transitions and kills Malivore. Then obviously you got Lizzie, you got Joseph and Finch, mate. Finch is saying, look, I'm going to stay around, I'm not going to leave, but also do ask is that don't tell lies to me. My family never told me I was a werewolf, and I don't really want to be kept in the dark, so just tell me everything, drop it on us, do you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, loads of stuff going on, and loads of possibilities. Very exciting as well to see Ryan back. I'm hoping he stays. He helped the team today. I was definitely on his side. You know, I had a bold statement from me earlier on the episode saying that I don't think he is a bad guy and I would trust him, and it turned out to be right. Also, I think I definitely called that Landon was Malivore or a sketchy person, I wouldn't trust him earlier on, maybe like 20 minutes in as well. So big up to me as well. I love it when I get stuff right. And yeah, I'm very excited to see where we go to season 4. I mean, it ended me really like hyped, and you know, I can't wait to dive into it. So thanks so much to every single person that has been following the channel, whether it's this season, you know, the last one, the originals, the Vampire Diaries. It's absolutely amazing. I love reading all your comments and your engagements. I've read that we just started putting it on the YouTube, and I've read that people never watched it before, because when the originals ended, they loved that so much. When they seen this trailer come out, they didn't really like the vibes, and they didn't want to ruin their experience of the Vampire Diaries in the originals, and they never actually watched Legacies. But because they've sat down and watched my reactions, and they've gone through it all, which is madness because there's so many episodes and you guys are absolutely amazing for supporting it, that they've decided, why not, you know? You finished it, I followed it, let's just dive into it, see what it's like, and they're enjoying it, mate. Never watched it first time round, but give it a chance because they've watched all my other reactions of the franchise, and now they're enjoying it with me as well. That is better than I could ever ask for, mate. People who never give a show a chance, and now they're enjoying it because we're community that we've got together. It's sick. It's so, so good. So thank you, everybody. Today's episode was great. I can't wait for the next season. I appreciate all the support. You guys are absolute legends. If you enjoyed today's video, please smash like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, episode 1 of season 4 will be on the Patreon tomorrow. And if you're watching it on YouTube, it will be in a couple of days. So thanks so much, everybody. And I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.